Truth be told, if you are trying to raise $20 to either $5,000, $200, $500 to the big account, that is going to be very challenging because $20 is actually a small amount of capital that you have in your account. But this video I got you because I'm going to be sharing 5 tips that will be helping you now to raise your account from small account to the big account. The reason I'm sharing these tips is because I've tried most of the time to raise a small account. That is the past from 2020, 2021. I was actually trying to raise amount of money. Like when I was starting to trend on the forex trading, that is a challenge that I was having. Capital was actually one of them. And if you have problem of capital, then this formula is just going to be helping you now to raise your capital from small account to the big account. Now, make sure that you actually follow me, subscribe to this channel, and you are just going to be amazed by the content we just share around this area. Now, tip number 1, you actually have to concentrate on preserving your capital. Yes, I know it is $20, but first thing, because if you make some mistakes, you end up depositing a lot of $20. You know, some people will just be going and risking everything. You risk everything that is $20 because you think it is small, but at the end of the day, you end up actually depositing 20. If you look at the playlist, you actually end up seeing a lot of transactions that you have done, and you actually have done a lot of transactions, probably even $1,000. So for the beginners, I know they can just relate to this because that is the mistakes sometimes I was depositing until one day I actually realized I traded a lot of money, and if I could have deposited all that amount of money, it actually could have been a good amount of capital. So one thing is that don't underestimate $20. Don't underestimate that when it comes to risk management. And one thing that you can note of that, because yes, you cannot have proper risk management on that because it's a small account. One thing tips to help you is to make sure at least you focus on don't trend all your capital in one position. Make sure that at least you divide it in two, because it's $20. Make sure at least in this position here I'm going to be risking $10. Okay, so and another one, that is per trend, not even in one position you are putting all the money on that. So make sure that I want to risk today $10 and tomorrow I want to risk $10. So but I'm going to find good position that I'm going to be helping me here, so that I can, if your strategy is actually 50%, then it means one of these trend you're just going to be winning and going to trend. And if it's going to be 1 to 2 risk reward, then at least you're going to be having that consistent. You're going to be helping you so much when it comes to that position. Number 2 on this list is to make sure that you grow that account. If you have $20 just like this, I'm not be focusing on withdrawing the amount of money that I'm making. If I make $10, I make sure that just stays there. That is to increase, because I know this $20 is small, but I'm focusing more on growing that account. And step 1 is to make sure that I write my list. Probably I can just start with $50. So my target here just comes $50. After $50, you can just move to a target of 75, 100. From 100 you can now increase to 150. From 150 you can go to 200 to 250 to 52. I know it just takes some time, because you're not going to go on that straight, because sometimes you can reach to $100 and then you return again to $50. It can just take some time, because but note that is a sacrifice that you pay for you to raise that small amount of money to the higher capital. You have actually to bear the patience, because at some point you will be disappointed. Sometimes you will not be patient. You will be seeing some people making good amount of money here, and then you just underestimate the amount of money that you are making, and you see I'm making $20, I'm making $5, and then I'm returning back again. Why am I not increasing? So every step that you actually make is very important. And one thing that you actually notice when you are trading with a small amount of capital here is that it gives you a lot of discipline. You see, when you just focus on that, if you can raise $20 to $500 maybe in 2 months, that actually means that you'll by 2 months you actually have grown a lot of patience, a lot of discipline, a lot of good risk management, and actually you are a very nice trader. So a small account can just help you so much in terms of your personal growth in terms of forex trading. And number 3 is to make sure that you avoid very high volatile pairs. Okay, yeah, I mean, you don't have to train the pairs that are minor pairs. For example, if you go and train a pair like JPY or you just trend something like switch franc versus CAD. That's the minor pair, and it is going to take time before it just moves, so you are going to take a longer time. And here I just want you not to trend something like silver. You don't have to train something like US oil. It's just going to be very important, but not when you have small account. Your account can just be blown up in case you're wrong, and that money is just going to go all the way straight away. You can focus on the pairs like Euro USD. They actually move, they're volatile, but they are moderately volatile compared to other pairs like gold and the precious metals. You know how they actually just move, including the US oil also just moves so fast, just like the gold. So make sure that you focus something like the moderate, those major pairs. Then that's going to be helping you so much. So focus on the moderate pair so that you can know how to follow on that. And make sure that on this scenario of volatility, make sure that you actually avoid when it is news. If you don't know how to trend the deals, make sure that it's not a must that you actually have to trend or you have to know how news work. Is make sure that, for example, you have NFP or you have CPI, make sure that you actually close your position when you are nearing that, because some of these results are uncertain, and you are going to be putting your money to 50-50, of which, because it's small account here, we are looking on high probability of winning instead of 50-50 in this scenario. Point number 4, make sure that you avoid leaving your trades running overnight, running all the time. You have $20, you have $50. Why are you leaving your trade to run overnight? Because over there you're just being canned like a swap, you're being canned commissions, and not commission but swap fee and all that. Sometimes the market can just move overnight and you see that you have blown your account already. So to just make sure that you avoid that is to not becoming a day trader, but just becoming between a day trader and a scalper, where you can just be focusing on small amount of money, where the market just moves by 100 pips, you take 200 pips until you grow your account. Because our main purpose, remember what we said previously, is to make sure that you grow your account so well. Growing account is very important, and on this growing your account, you cannot just leave your account running all the day. So that is the first thing I was just doing. I was just coming few hours, I just look at the market. If I spot an opportunity, I just enter, I keep looking, maybe in 2 hours, 6 hours of a day, I actually have done by trends, and I'm closing my trends, and then I'm leaving everything to be just like that, because I know if I just make a mistake for me to try to sleep overnight, then I know I'm going to be frustrated. So that's weird. Point number 5, and I just want you to avoid this with all due respect, because this is one of the things that I was actually doing, and it's very crazy. And one of the things I was trying to fight so much is what we call overtrending. Overtrending is actually something that is crazy, because that is something that I've been fighting for many years, trying to avoid overtrending. Make sure that you trend a small amount. Make sure that you don't overtrend. Sometimes you can be profitable. You can raise that $20 in one day to $150. And then at the end of the day, you lose everything. Trust me, you have encountered these things, then you know it is true. You can trade and make $20 and flip it to $200 in one day, which is actually amazing. But in just 1 hour or that minute, then you blow up your amount of money away because of overtrending. Make sure that you just avoid that enemy. That is what we normally try to deal with in psychology form. The moment you just hit your target, because we're saying you actually have to know your target, hit your target and then run away. Find something else to do, get prepared for tomorrow. And then, because the market is not going anywhere, don't be like, sometimes when I was trying to chase the market and overtrend, I was thinking that especially for crypto, when I was trending crypto, I was looking at this, and then I say, hey, it seems that this Bitcoin is going to 100,000, and I don't want to miss this opportunity. And the more I buy, I sell high. This is mistake. I buy, for example, at 50,000, I sell at 60,000. Then I see this thing is made to be going to 100,000. Then I buy again at 60. It then goes at 70. I sell at 70. Then I buy again at 70. And by the end, it just reaches 70. as goes back to 40, which means I have already lost everything that I made and already I'm in loss. So I end up buying more at 40 and it keeps moving to 30. I just blow that account. That is the biggest mistake that people make, and that is the so many things that is the so mistakes that so many traders actually make from the market. Raising account, small account, is actually challenging, as we said earlier, but if you follow these 5 tips here, it's not about the strategy that you're just going to be using, because I know some people are expecting me to show you strategy, roll this line, enter here and there. If you follow that, trust me, with the strategy that you have, then you're just going to be becoming a profitable trader. Follow me on our social media platform at DanTech so that we can just connect on WhatsApp. My number is there. We can just connect and make money from this forex market. Signing out. Bye bye.